Hello and a warm welcome to 8 on Play on Northeast Sports Time. Well, this is our weekly sports bulletin from DD Sports. From the latest updates on KHELO India Youth Games 2020 being played in Guwahati to the superb comeback of Northeast United FC based clubs in the I-League, there are lots of stories lined up for your viewing pleasure in the next half an hour. But before moving ahead, a quick look at the top stories. Manipur and Tripura bring on the Northeast Challenge in the third edition of KHELO India Youth Games 2020 in Guwahati. As a major fillip to traditional sports in the Northeast, the Indian Army organizes the BODO Indigenous Games in Assam. 64th KOHIMA Village Sports Association Meet 2020 begins in Nagaland. Welcome back. Those were the top stories. I'm Prarthana Hajorika. Let me give you the news in details now. First news from KHELO India. Well, Manipur and Tripura excelled in a number of disciplines to provide some sort of a Northeast challenge to the top teams of Maharashtra and Haryana in the ongoing third edition of the KHELO India Youth Games 2020 in Guwahati. While Manipur remained in the top 10 in the medals tally, players from Assam also put up a superb performance for their state team, bagging a total medals overall. And all 28 states and 9 union territories are participating in the KHELO India Youth Games 2020 in Guwahati.
Take a look at these youngsters from Assam and one look at their performances in the ongoing KHELO India Youth Games presently in Guwahati. One is certain that they will be the stars of tomorrow. Upasa Talukdar, winner of 3 medals in under-17 different categories of gymnastics. Pinky Brahma, bronze winner, athletics girls under-21. Javelin throw, 600 grams from Assam, Pooja Basumatari. Gold winner, judo girls under-17, 57 kg from Assam. Ganguti Bordoloi from Assam snatched gold in 60 km cycling at KHELO India Youth Games. Akshay Boro, under-17 from Assam, won silver in the 200-meter run. Surajit Borgohain wins gold for Assam in under-21 boys, singles, lawn bowls. The list may simply go on and on. With startling performances, these youngsters who brought medals for the state in various disciplines raises hopes for consolidation and boosting the medal tally for the state of Assam in this edition of the Games. They are the future of sports in the country. With KHELO India Youth Games 2020 getting the right attention and helping in providing the right platform for our young players, the stage is now right for making the right ambience for India's surge in the world of sports.
देखिए, ये सिर्फ एक खेल नहीं है, ये बहुत बड़ा महोत्सव है. ये खेलों का महाकुंभ है. गुवाहाटी में खेलो इंडिया यूथ गेम्स जो हो रहे हैं, इससे एक नया कीर्तिमान साबित होगा असम के लिए, पूर्वोत्तर के लिए, पूरा देश के लिए. प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने खेलो इंडिया का जब अपने सोच में लेकर के इसको उतारने का जब निर्णय किया, तो ये सारा कल्पना करके ही ये सारा फैसला किया और खेलो इंडिया बहुत अच्छा से भारत में एक नया जोश पैदा कर रहे हैं.
स्पोर्टिंग आप कैपिटल बनाने की बात कर रहे हैं, तो क्या लग रहा है कि ये सक्सेस होता दिखाई?
इस तरह का जो कार्यक्रम होते हैं, इसी से ही बल मिलेगा. और खेलो इंडिया से बड़ा आज के दिन में कोई खेल भारत में आयोजन नहीं होता है.
आपने फिट इंडिया मूवमेंट को लॉन्च किया था और जितना अच्छा आपने ट्वीट करके फोटो पोस्ट किया था, इसका हिस्सा इसमें बनाया, तो इसका
फिट इंडिया करेंगे तो तभी से उसमें खेलो इंडिया भी होगा. फिट रहेंगे तो आप अच्छा खिलाड़ी भी बनेंगे. तो फिट इंडिया और खेलो इंडिया दोनों एक कॉइन के दो चेहरे हैं.
Clubs from the Northeast held their ground by putting up a stupendous performance in their both home and away turfs in the I-League matches, which were played last week. Aizawl witnessed an intense encounter between home team Aizawl FC and the Churchill Brothers FC Goa in their hero I-League encounter here on Wednesday. The match ended in a hard-fought 2-2 draw, much to the disappointment of the home crowd who were there to witness a potential first home win of the season.
Here we are underway. Aizawl FC versus Churchill Brothers FC I-League match.
The match started on a slow note as neither team looked dominant from the onset. The moment of reckoning finally came in the 44th minute as a low cross from the right flank by Joe Zohaliana was foiled by the away keeper and it fell to Aisol's Abudalaye Kanote, who made no mistake and tapped the ball into the net from close range.
Sending the ball there, and here's a chance, and they're finding the back of the net by the Malian striker for the second successive time. Wearing jersey number 9, wearing the red jersey, here he finds the back of the net for Aizol FC, showing the love sign to the fans, thanking them for all the support. Aizol FC 1, Churchill Brothers FC 0. Wow. Jafar Mandal couldn't get the ball there. Let's look again. And here Joe Zohara with a beautiful delivery. Jafar Mandal couldn't catch the ball, so it fell down to the Malian striker, and Kanote didn't want to make a mistake. It's a close range goal by the Malian striker here.
Aizol went into half-time leading 1-0. The second half resumed and it had a different flavour to it. Churchill Brothers came out with more attacking intent and looked sharper. Another factor was also the induction of Israel Gurung, their set-piece expert at half-time, who proved his worth immediately.
William to Kanote, the Malian striker, tried to make a space for himself. William Kanote!
In the 64th minute, Israel got a free kick from the right side of the Aizol box and produced a dangerous curling strike which produced a save from the home team's keeper. But he couldn't control it, and the loose ball was finally tapped in by Robert Jr. Primus to level the score at 1-1.
From Israel Gurung. I've said it many times. Had a vast experience of playing in Indian football and used his experience in that set piece, sending the ball there. Obia Kun punts the ball into safety. Let's look again. There. And
both teams were now trying to score the winning goal, but Aizol fell behind in the 78th minute as a poor defensive clearance by the team resulted in a close-range strike by Vinil Pujari, giving the away team a 2-1 lead.
Trying to head the ball there. Glenn Martins saw the ball, and the ball fell down to Vinil Pujari, and he made...
The onus was now on Aizol, and on a day when the Churchill goalkeeper wasn't at his best, they fancied their chances of a comeback. In the 80th minute, a cross from the left side of the box was spilled by the Churchill keeper and the ball landed for an easy tap-in at the feet of Isaac van Ruat-Fella, who made no mistake and smashed the ball in the back of the net, levelling the score at 2-2.
Of Mizoram Premier League, making his name in Indian football. William Lulunfella sent the ball inside, and a mistake from the goalkeeper led to Isaac van Ruat-Fella scoring the second goal of Aizol FC. And that's how the score stands now. Aizol FC 2, Churchill Brothers 2. Let's look again here. It's an easy goal for the former Bengal.
In the dying moments of the match, both teams tried to score a goal, but none could create a clear chance. The match ended with scores level, which also marks the fourth consecutive draw for Aizol FC at home. Isaac van Ruat-Fella from Aizol FC walked away with the Hero of the Match award.
An offside from the match official. Kilote was all dance, already celebrate the goal there, but the assistant referee says it's an offside. Let's look. Fedjerian. Kanote. Osanga sending the ball again, and that's how we end the game here. Aizol FC once again end the game with a draw against their rival in their home ground. Aizol FC 2, Churchill Brothers FC 2.
In another crucial match of the league, playing in home grounds, Neroka FC registered a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Real Kashmir FC at the Kuman Lampak Stadium on Tuesday. Bobakar Daira scored the winner, the Hero I-League match, in the 62nd minute.
And off we go. with the home team in orange attacking from left to right and the visitors in blue attacking from right to left.
Neroka kicked off the proceedings looking to draw first blood, and in the 7th minute came close to doing so when a Siam Hangal set piece on the right flank wasn't dealt with properly inside the box, which allowed Tariq Samson with a crack on the goal on the edge of the 6-yard area. But the young defender failed to keep his composure and fired wide, much to Kashmir goalkeeper Tempa Lachenpa's relief.
A nice free kick chance for Tariq Samson, it goes wide.
The Snow Leopards came out in the second half with more intent and had the better of the opening exchanges, which led to them coming close with Krizo in the mix yet again, who did well to get to the end of a Callum Higginbotham cross, forcing Devon Philip into making an outstanding fingertip save. However, it was Neroka who broke the deadlock in the 62nd minute, when a Pritam Singh cross was replied to with a looping header from Daira, which left Lachenpa backpedaling and helpless at the Kuman Lampak Stadium, which erupted in celebration.
Pritam, a forward ball looking for Diara, could be a chance, and that's the goal for the home team. And Neroka finally breaks the deadlock in the 61st minute of the second half, and it's that man, the Malian Boubacar Diarra. 4th goal for him in this Hero I-League. It was an immaculate placement. No chance for Lachenpa to get onto the ball. And the home team takes the lead. A very good cross from Pritam down the right, and equally an excellent placement there from the Malian.
The referee blew for full time as Neroka registered their 2nd win of the campaign, climbing to 6th in the table with 8 points, while Real Kashmir's woes continue on the road, dropping to 10th with 6 points. Courtesy of his outstanding display, Neroka skipper and custodian Marvin Devon Philip was adjudged to be the hero of the match.
Well, the clash of the local titans of Manipur was the biggest draw of I-League last week. History was made in the first ever Imphal Derby as Stadium Road Athletic Union, which is popularly known as Trau FC, registered a magnificent comeback victory over the city rivals Neroka FC at the Kuman Lampak Stadium on Wednesday, that is the 8th of January. Boubacar Daira gave the visitors the lead in the 9th minute before Naucha Singh equalized for Trau in the 41st minute. Krishnananda Singh headed home for the host in the 64th minute, which turned out to be the match winner.
And here we go with the home team. Trau gets the game underway. Straight away a long ball into the box, straight to Marvin Phillips, the Trinidad and Tobago international. Plenty of experience, 80 outings for his national team.
The game truly lived up to its billing of a derby right from kickoff. Neroka's persistent pressing paid dividends quite early. In the 9th minute, a Sushil Mehtai delivery inside the box was met with a ferocious left-footed volley from Boubacar Daira, leaving the goalkeeper with no chance as Gift Raikhan's men struck first blood in the Imphal Derby.
A long kick played inside the box. Boubacar Diarra, that's a very good receiving. Could be a chance, and what a goal! The first goal scorer in the history of Manipur Derby is the Malian Boubacar Diarra. What a finish that is from the Malian international. Immaculate finish. And the crowd go crazy. What a goal within the first 9 minutes. Let's have a look at the replay.
Trau didn't waste any time in getting back on their feet and almost equalized not very long after. In the 17th minute, a beautifully threaded pass by Falguni Singh put Naucha Singh through on goal, and with only the keeper to beat, hit it straight at him.
And Boubacar Diarra was very alert to get onto the ball. Equally a good save by Mithun Samalemaika. Excellent bit of footwork. But Johnson Singh closes him down. Once again, the ball still with chance. And the equalizer coming for Trau. What a mistake there from Marvin Philip. But the goal has been finally nullified by Naucha Singh, the under-22 player of Tidim Road Athletic Union. A nice diagonal ball there from Pirsville Emeka. An excellent touch between the two legs of Marvin Philip. Another counter.
The second half resumed with the same intensity and rigour as in the 64th minute the stadium erupted into a frenzy of celebration as Trau took the lead through Krishnanda Singh, who soared the highest to head home a corner by Angusana Luang, leaving Devon Phillip in goal stranded.
Success of victory in this Hero I-League.
The referee blew for full time as the Kuman Lampak Stadium bore witness to scenes and celebrations that will remain etched forever in the history of Tidim Road Athletic Union and the memory of every Indian football aficionado in general as they register their first ever Hero I-League victory with a sensational comeback victory in the first ever Imphal Derby.
Playing away from home, Manipur-based club Trau FC, which re-energized itself in a big way, down Indian Arrows 2-0 to register the second win in the I-League 2019-20. After a first encounter at the Tilak Maidan Stadium in Vasco, Goa on Sunday, Naucha Singh in the 45th minute and Princewell Emeka in the 81st minute scored to take the Manipuri side 7th with 8 points from 7 games, while the Arrows languish at the bottom with 4 points.
Welcome back to the D-Sport Network, ladies and gentlemen. Two teams still fledgling, still learning the tricks of the trade required to survive and indeed thrive in a league of football as elite as this, where the margin for error is negligible.
Trau had a couple of good opportunities in the earlier proceedings of the game, although Arrows goalkeeper Lalbia Klua Jongte was at hand to block Emeka in the 5th minute and then dived to his right to deny Krishnanda Singh's attempt at goal in the 18th minute.
Signed from Gokulam Kerala this season, Princewell will keep it in play. Krishna Nanda. This could be danger! What a save!
It was until the last minute of regulation time in the first half that the visitors took the lead through Naucha Singh as he headed in a Angosana Luang corner from the far end.
It's a goal! The Red Pythons is gripped just too tight for the Indian Arrows to escape. And the visitors take the lead. It was very scrappy in there. Tidim Road has made the inroads and penetrated the defence. The good reign of form and the resurgence continues for Trau. They've put themselves in front against a scuffling Indian Arrows.
Indian Arrows continued to struggle to find a way forward while they were left to defend for most of the second half that saw lesser chances created by Trau as well. But until Emeka found the back of the net in the 81st minute by latching on to a pass by substitute Premjeet Singh and slotting it through the feet of Jongte.
Now that they hold very strong cards, which should be enough to take back the 3 points back home. It was a through ball between the two centre halves, Hormipam and Bikash. Princewell, well, what a lovely first touch that was. Can Vishal Das deliver the perfect ball in? The queuing up in numbers in the middle. It's a good ball as well, and Akash Mishra got there. My word, that was close. The keeper didn't know too much about it. Look at that. That could have so easily gone into the top corner.
Sikkim strength lifters were recently felicitated for their outstanding performance in the recently held 29th Senior and Master National Strength Lifting Championship 2019 for men and women at Udaipur in Rajasthan. The 32 members team had represented Sikkim in the championship and bagged a total of 28 medals for the state. We have this report from our producer Rana Sharma from DD Gangtok.
32-member SSLA team represented Sikkim in 29th Senior and Master National Strength Lifting Championship 2019 and bagged a total of 28 medals. Sikkim Strength Lifting Association (SSLA) on Thursday felicitated its team members for their outstanding performance in the recently held 29th Senior and Master National Strength Lifting Championship 2019 for men and women at Udaipur in Rajasthan. A 32-member SSLA team had represented Sikkim in the championship and bagged a total of 28 medals for the state. Sikkim clinched 10 gold medals, 12 silver medals and 6 bronze medals. Likewise, Sikkim women's team had lifted the overall champion trophy, while Sikkim Masters men's team had lifted the runners-up trophy of the championship. Sikkim also won the champions trophy in the inclined bench press. Pema Dorji Bhutia, Ranju Sundas and Saraswati Rasaili won 2 gold medals each for the state, while Ram Dhoj Rai and Edu Shering Bhutia bagged a gold medal and a silver medal each. Madhu M. Majai won a gold medal and a bronze medal, and Bijay Tiwari, Pahalman Limbu, Bhim Subba and Leomit Lepcha bagged a silver medal and a bronze medal each for the state. Similarly, silver medalists are Homnath Siwakoti, T.R. Bhupen, Kalpana Chhetri and Chandrakala Subba, and bronze medals were bagged by Kishore Dungmali, Pema Tamang and Wangdup Tamang. The felicitation function, which was held here at Paljor Stadium Conference Hall, has the chairperson for Sikkim Commission for Backward Classes, Pabitra Bhandari, as the chief guest. The function was also attended by President B.K. Roka and General Secretary Jaslal Pradhan from Sikkim Olympic Association and executive members of Sikkim Krantikari Morcha's sports wing, among other dignitaries. In her address, the chief guest congratulated the SSLA team members for making the state proud with their outstanding performance in the national championship. Chief coach Pema Dorji Bhutia told DD Sports that SSLA has been working to promote strength lifting to all parts of the state to bring out more talented lifters, especially from rural parts. He stressed upon the need to support the association from all sides in guiding young generation on the productive path.
जो परफॉर्मेंस करके भेजा था और ये 29 सीनियर नेशनल में सिक्किम वुमेन्स टीम ने चैंपियन ऑफ चैंपियन का खिताब जीता है। उसी के साथ में हम सिक्किम स्टेट का एक नाम भी रोशन किया है और उसके साथ साथ में ये स्ट्रेंथ लिफ्टिंग इंडिया का आयरन गेम है। इसमें इंडिया का 22 स्टेट पार्टिसिपेट किया था उदयपुर राजस्थान में और सिक्किम का टीम ने बहुत परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा किया है। स्पेशली वुमेन्स लोग ने बहुत अच्छा किया है, वुमेन चैंपियन बना, इसके लिए मैं बहुत खुश हूँ। उसके साथ साथ में बैटन ग्रुप में जो सिक्किम का टीम बैटन ग्रुप में मैन रनर्स अप हुआ था, इसके लिए भी मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ। इसी के साथ साथ में इडू छिरिंग कल्याण, उसने एक इंग्लैंड बेंच प्रेस न्यू रिकॉर्ड मारा है, उसके लिए भी मैं इडू को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ। उसी के साथ साथ में जो पेम्पा तामांग ने एक 2 हैंड कर्लिंग न्यू रिकॉर्ड 95 प्लस बॉडी वेट में किया है, इसके लिए पेम्पा तामांग को भी धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ।
A glittering opening ceremony marked the 64th Kohima Village Sports Association Meet 2020. The prestigious meet is a much sought after highly competitive sports meet of the year, which witnessed large-scale participation from different villages across the state of Nagaland. We have this report from our producer S. Cheesy with inputs from our stringer Missy Silo Chase in Didi Kohima.
The 64th Kohima Village Sports Association KVSA Meet 2020 began at Kuchezi local ground at Kohima on the 6th of January 2020 following a glittering opening ceremony. The 4 khels, namely Tsituo Nuomia, T-khel, Lysemia, L-khel, Dapfitsumia D-KHEL and Fuchatsumia P-KHEL will be competing amongst themselves. Several events have been planned for the 64th KVSA Meet 2020. Earlier, Nefi Kire, Chairman KOHIMA Village, graced the opening ceremony as chief host.
Moving on. In a major fillip for indigenous games, the Indian Army held the BODO Indigenous Games at Dhekiyajuli in Sonitpur district of Assam from the 10th of January 2020. Spanned over 4 days, the event witnessed large-scale participation in which 362 enthusiastic youths from 7 districts of Assam showed remarkable prowess in the traditional sports. We have this report from our producer Shyamal Bishwas in DD Guwahati.
In order to promote and preserve cultural heritage and present them with an opportunity to showcase their sporting talents and skills in the game, Unit of Indian Army is organizing a BODO Indigenous Games at Dhekiyajuli in Sonitpur district, which commenced on the 10th of January 2020. The event is spanned over 4 days, in which 362 enthusiastic youths from 7 districts of Assam will be participating. The tournament was inaugurated by Mr. Biswajit Daimari, Member Rajya Sabha, Shri Ashok Singhal, MLA Dhekiyajuli, Shri Mugdha Jyoti Mahanta, SP Sonitpur, Shri Amrit Machi Daimari, President of Bodo Sahitya Sabha, Sonitpur, and Shri Mintu Hemram, President All Assam Students Union. The opening match of Khomlanai Bodo Wrestling was played between Kokrajhar and Chirang districts, in which Kokrajhar won by 5 points. This exciting match was witnessed by a massive crowd of around 1,000 people. The local population appreciated this initiative of the Indian Army for organizing this sporting event, which provided the youth a platform to showcase their talents.
Moving on, Pooja Saha, a class 9 student from Tripura, brought laurels to the state by bagging the top position of the best in the 38th National YOGASEN Championship in Karnataka recently. The young prodigy is also an avid gymnast practitioner and has great ambition to take herself and the state forward in this demanding sport. Our producer Pravitangshu Das has sent us this report from DD Agartala. Take a look.
It is a known fact that yoga has numerous health benefits and has wide following among all age groups. Yoga is an ancient Hindu discipline which has been around for over 5,000 years. The word yoga means union. There are up to 100 different types of training that vary in intensity and performance. It is the practice of body postures, meditation, and breathing control. In recent years, it is the younger generation that has taken to it in the most serious manner that has caught the attention of many. The state of Tripura over the years has produced gymnasts and yoga prodigies by the dozen. Pooja Saha from Agartala is a shining example of one such prodigy. Our reporter caught up with the young talent in Agartala.
मैं अब बहुत खुश हूँ कि 4 साल में मैं जो नहीं कर सकती
किया है
अभी?
अब मैंने इस साल करके दिखाया है, मैं बहुत खुश हूँ।
अच्छा देखिए, आपने जो मेडल लाई है ना, जो अचीव किया है, कौन सी?
बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट प्राइज और फर्स्ट प्राइज गोल्ड मेडल।
तो ऑल इंडिया में आपने जो ये कम्पीट किया है, आपका अभी क्या एक्सपीरियंस है और आगे कैसे जाएंगे?
आगे तो मुझे स्कूल लेवल पे बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट लाना है और ओलंपिक में जाना है।
And with this, we come to the end of this edition of Northeast Sports Bulletin 8 on Play On. Thanks for joining us. We will be back next time with lots more exciting news in your program 8 on Play On. Till then, stay healthy and thank you for watching.